Alright, I'm getting ready because besides my acting career, I'm going to school to become a filmmaker or producer, and at the same time a film director as well. So I'm going to attend my first day of my filmmaking and film directing class. So wish me luck, guys. Well, just an update, guys, about the issue with regard to that girl who gave me 2 barbecues at Seafood City. Sinasabi ng lahat na I should go back there and give her some money or give her a reward or whatever. That is not my concept. Kasi gusto ko kayong turuan na hindi porke yun ang ginagawa ng iba, but in reality, kung walang camera, they would never even do that. Yung itetest yung isang tao kung magbibe patas bibigyan ng $500 or $1,000. I am not going to do that. Kasi kung yun ang ipakita ko, yun ang ipa-fix ko sa mga utak ng mga tao, then they will never ever help again without expecting any reward. Walang ganun na itinuro sa akin ng magulang ko. Yung concept ko, I had to go there in order to find out kung magbibigay. At ang hinihiling ko lang at that time is yung langka. Magkano lang yung langka? Siguro $2. But because she wanted to give something more, kaya instead of giving me the langka, she gave me 2 barbecues. Magkano yung barbecue? Ha? Magkano yun? I have to find out. Babalik ako para to find out if how much is their barbecue. Para wag niyong sabihin na dahil sa barbecue, ako ay nanloko ng budol. I have the money, nakita niyo. Ako yung tao na ayaw magmayabang, pero if I have to, then I have to. Wag lang yung bigla niyong apak-apakan ng pagkatao ko, sabihin niyo patay gutom ako. See? Kaya ko kayong sampalan ng pera. Sampalin, I should say. Kung yabang din lang, kaya ko ring magyabang. But I have always been very humble kasi yun ang mas tinuro sa akin ng magulang ko. Kahit meron ka, just be humble. Pero kung kinakailangan namang magyabang ka dahil inaapakan na yung pagkatao mo, then that's what I do. Kaya wag niyong i-judge ang isang tao na hindi porke humihingi. That is just to test kung sino yung mga totoong tao na kahit walang reward ay magbibigay. Palagay niyo ba kung sakaling binigyan ko siya ng reward, ma-appreciate ko ba yon? Kasi nag-expect ng reward. Ma-appreciate ba ng ibang tao kung ano yung concept? Kung sa bandang huli binigyan mo pala ng reward yung tao nagbigay, hindi ganun. Ang Diyos ang magbibigay ng reward. By using somebody else or by using anything else later on para yung tao ay mabigyan ng gantimpala. Pero hindi yung mismong nagbigay o kaya nabigyan ang mismong magbibigay ng malaking gantimpala. Walang ganun sa Biblia. Kasi yung concept ko, I wanna find out talaga kung magbibigay siya. Oo, nandun na tayo. She's just an employee. Pero yung idea na ginawa niya na hindi ko kayang magbigay kasi hindi akin, pero I will just buy you. Pero may isasacrifice ng tao yung konting barya niya para lang sa isang tao na nagpanggap. Ang prank na sinasabi ko rin ay yung pagpapanggap ko na ako ay hindi talaga totoo na walang cash. At ako yung tao na hindi talaga totoo na walang trabaho. Yun ang pagpapanggap ko. Yun ang prank na sinasabi ko. Hindi yung prank na iba na magbibigay sa bandang huli ng malaking reward. I'm not gonna do that. Why should I do that? Because that is not my concept. Okay? For your information. Kayo yung mga tao, na umapak sa pagkatao ko dahil lang sa 2 barbecue na yon. Alam nyo, sa totoo lang, nakakahiya kayo. O yan, sino nakakahiya? Kayo, sinampal ko kayo ng pera. $5,100 yun. By the time it was 5,000, more than that, 5,300 because I had to go to Walmart, remember? Dala-dala ko lang yun. Nakakahiya kayo. Tapos didiktahan nyo ako. I know better than you. Dahil kung tutuusin, ganyan lang kayo sa akin. Nasaktan lang ako because yung kitid ng utak ninyo, dinurog nyo yung pagkatao ko. Pero, tingala pa rin ako, di ba? Durog ba ako ngayon? Hindi. At least I was already able to explain to you guys kung ano yung concept ko. And I am the master of my own concept. And nobody can ever dictate me. Not even you. Nakikisaw-saw lang kayo dito. Okay? So, shame on you.
I like that.
But in any case, so I've been around Asians my whole life. Okay.
Oh, that's good. I'm so glad.
So I don't care about that. I won't give you a benefit for it, and I won't give you a negative for it. You're just a human being.
Exactly.
And I don't play the game of color of skin. I'm the Naziest looking Jew you're ever going to see. I look like a German, but I'm a Jew.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
tell
good.
I'm an Irish Russian Jew is what I say. I'm half Irish, half Russian, and all Jew.
Right.
Okay. But now I say I'm half Ukrainian because I don't like what the Russians are doing. At least not what Putin's doing. So we're a family. I'll tease everybody about I'll tease you about being. You look Chinese, but there's something else there
Filipino.
too.
Yeah. Actually, I'm a
the
mixture.
Filipinos always throw me because
Exactly. I'm a mixture of a little bit of Japanese, Spanish, that kind of thing.
Okay, so that's
They're always
the
mixed.
Filipinos. But the thing is with Filipinos is you can look one way,
Exactly.
and 5 other Filipinos will look different.
Exactly.
You know, so they don't
Yeah.
have, when China, if I knew you were Chinese, I would know you were Chinese.
Yeah.
I could
So
look at you and say
I
you're
can
Chinese.
play a role of a Chinese or a Japanese, a Korean, a Filipino. Yeah.
So that's fine. I never get asked to play Jewish, never. But I do get asked to play Russian and Irish, but never Jewish. I want to play a Jewish role, but they won't let me. I don't even speak Hebrew. But in any case.
Because I know Jews really have this very long nose.
Not true.
You
That's
know?
not true. That's theater created that. That's not true. In fact, you know that about, I think it's right now, it used to be 42. Now 39% of all fashion models are Jewish.
Oh my God, I
So
didn't know.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
true.
really?
Not only that, a huge percentage of the leading males in Hollywood are Jewish.
Oh, really?
What most
Oh,
people think a
gosh.
Jew looks like is their stereotypical of what a New Yorker looks like.
Oh.
They based on TV.
Yeah, that's
TV
true.
always says this is what they look like,
Yeah.
or based on theater, whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, all of our films are written
Right.
for our actors. Our filmmakers,
And who writes them?
it depends who can write.
Okay.
We don't solicit films from the outside.
All right, so
everything is
everything
written in-house.
is
But the way it works is like this. Let's say you have 4 directors back there right now, but they're doing different roles. But Kai, who has the next film up, so
they're filming a movie right now?
right, they're going to in a few minutes, but they're going to start anyway. They'll be shooting all weekend. But tomorrow now. But Kai is next up. He's shooting another movie next, and so the way it works is I tell Kai, look, right now, you tell me who your actors are going to be. You cast your actors before the movie's written.
Okay.
And then I say, okay, you got these actors, great, we'll get you a script for that. We'll make sure that script is written because we know these actors. So we'll make sure that script is written for those actors. We write the script, he goes into pre-production. So that's how that works. Now, D, on the other hand, is another director, and he wants to write his own script. So I say, okay, fine, here's what you do. You take it to the CFA, to the whole filmmaking crew, and you pitch it. What is a pitch? It's just an oral presentation of what do you want to do.
Okay.
Here's what I'd like my movie to be, here's the plot line, here's who I think I can cast, although we never tell the actors until we decide to cast them. And then they vote. Is this a script we think the group should do?
Oh,
And
okay.
I just want to make sure you hear me say that.
All right.
If the script is doable and they vote yes, then it goes to Sheila, who's my associate producer, and Sheila has to approve it for various reasons, she looks through the script. It isn't so much on content. She just verifies that, yes, we have the actors that can be cast in it. Yes, they're probably going to fit within our budget. Yes, you know, all of these things that she approves.
So right now, how many do you have? How many actors do you have at this point?
Well, it depends. We have actors, CFA actors, and we have associate actors.
Right.
We have 16, 18 CFA actors. We have about 25 associate actors. Associate actors are actors that they really don't. They'll act. They keep their commitment, otherwise they wouldn't be an associate actor. So
right.
if they're cast, they have to keep their commitment.
Exactly.
But we cast the CFA actors first, and then if we need a role, we'll go to them. Okay. So I got a ton of those people, but you know, we have one now, Tavis, who's very reliable. I know if I cast him, he'll do whatever I ask him to do.
Okay.
But his job position is such that he can't always commit. So I say, oh, you're an associate now. But I know if he says I'll do this movie, he will. So I tell my directors, he's a good actor. You're welcome to cast him. Okay. So that's how that works. Filmmakers cast their own movies.
Right.
Filmmakers basically can write their own film. And if you're a director, if you're a director, you can write your own film, but you can't act in your own film.
Oh, okay. So you can only act on somebody else's film.
You might. This is up to Sheila, but you might be allowed to do a small role.
A small role only, okay, but you cannot be the lead, okay.
And even
I
if you're doing a
understand
small
that.
role, somebody has to be directing you.
Right.
We believe directors have to be directing and directing only. That's what that works. What else do you want to know? So that's how it works. It's not complex. I tell everybody, look, it's not my job to determine your skill sets, because I won't know that until you're on a set.
Exactly.
And most people here come in with not a lot of skill sets, because I train them. Okay?
Yes.
Some come in with a little bit. The more skill sets they have, usually the more worthless they are. Okay? It's really true. I hate to say it, but it's just really true. Because
I have a little bit of background already in terms of directing too, because I had my own TV shows before in the Philippines as well.
Broadcast is a little different than theatrical.
Right. Exactly.
My wife is a radio broadcast major, so she understands broadcast. But she's who you probably registered with, which is Joy. I don't ask for resumes. I don't believe resumes.
Exactly, because anybody can just put everything and then you don't know they're true.
But then you don't even know. That person might actually have been the director, but the DP and the editor made the movie.
Right.
That happens a lot even in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm looking at when I look at a resume.
Exactly.
So I say, well, you know what?
It doesn't
I'll
give
see
any
what you can do,
justice.
and you'll either do great or you won't.
Right.
It's black and white. The only decision I make is, do I believe they have the commitment? Are they going to have the time? Are they not crazy? I get a lot of crazy
Do you?
people. Oh my God, this town full of crazy people.
Oh my gosh.
And I mean that literally and just figuratively, because
Oh my God.
I've had people in here that are stark raving mad.
Really? Oh my
And then I have people who come in who are demagogues who want to come in and say, well, I know everything there is. Nobody's going to tell me what to do. And I'm gonna be in charge. And I say, that's great, but you're going to do that somewhere else.
Exactly.
You're not doing it in our family. Okay? You might just be rehearsing.
Yeah,
I didn't
probably.
hear action. Usually I hear action. I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
But in any case, so I don't want to make a decision of whether you're stable, whether you're serious,
Exactly.
whether you have the time, and then you have to make a decision after that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Okay. Right now, because I really wanted to continue in terms of my showbiz career.
Right.
So whatever will it take, is either being an actress or filmmaking, directing, because I cannot just throw that away.
America is quite a bit different than the Philippines.
Exactly, I know. Yeah.
And now we're in a world where Hollywood is actually starting to take a back seat to streaming. Okay?
Right.
And so this is why independent companies can now produce their own product,
Right.
distribute their own product.
Yeah.
Okay, Philippines have been that been that way in a sense longer than America has.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have the capital to compete with Hollywood.
Yeah,
So
they don't.
Yeah, so
They cannot.
So they had to figure out, how do we make our product,
Yeah.
but not have to compete with Hollywood. So from that standpoint, you've learned stuff that'll probably be to your advantage here. To create a broadcast show here, meaning to get picked up by the industry, is not going to happen.
Yeah, I understand.
It's not going to happen. You have to be in control of your own product, or it doesn't work.
Yes, that's true.
It's just that simple. We have right now, the 2 of the 4 largest movie chains in the world, one of them being AMC, the other one being Cinemax, not Cinemax, I forget, the one that has Regal Cinemas, I can't remember, both filed bankruptcy. Okay, because of COVID and because of China, and that's just true. China is, and I always try to qualify what I'm saying. I think the Chinese people are some of the strongest. They put up with more than most people have in the world. I give you a chance if you want it, but you're the one who has to show it. Now, don't assume this is a do the work kind of thing. You know, if you want to do it, you got to do it. I'll train as much as you want, but you got to actually do it. If you're not doing it, I'll just get rid of you because I don't need that headache. I understand. One thing I would say is that do I have an Asian? I think I have one Asian. Oh, I have some Asian.
Do you already?
I have Asian actors, but I think I've got another Filipino. I never know because after I bring them in, I don't care no more.
Okay.
I literally don't. I don't care anymore. Sometimes I'll check when you first come in because I want to know if you're part of some kind of crazy shit that I don't want to know.
Right.
But for the most part, I've never had a problem. I can't remember ever having a problem with Filipino.
Okay, that's good.
I think there's another Filipino back there now. I don't know.
Really?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Most of the cast, everybody, well, not everybody, most of the cast here is black. This movie, I think. But it's funny that, well, get into it another time. So we shoot on weekends.
Okay.
She shoots at 9 o'clock and she starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Now we have a packed room. It's a really, really packed. Okay. Because I've got 2 other people that are kind of training as well. So you can, if you decide to do it, you need to, once you start, you have to keep your commitment. So once you, by the way, even training, like let's say you came tomorrow. Okay, so you would sign a contract. And you would be, or even though you're training, even though you're useless to us for a while, okay, you would still, for the amount of, everything's based on time on set. So if you're on the set the whole day, you've earned a whole day's worth of credit. If the company makes movie money, that money goes to the cast and crew. And it goes to the cast and crew based on time on set. So if you know, Dominique is the director, so she'll be on the set and has been on the set every single day. You know, so she gets a full share no matter what. Others, most of the people are on the set most of the time. We got a couple that leave early, et cetera, but because they got
Who chooses the actors for their
the directors. There's 2-step process. Number 1, I approve the actor's talent. Because I'm the acting coach, been an acting coach for 33 years. So I approve the actor's talent, and I use a scoring system. I've also used that all my life. If they reach a certain score, then I put them on the list. Okay. And what happens is I say, here's how actors get in. Actors get in by submitting a video. It's an audition, essentially. They submit a 2 to 3 minute monologue. They have to. I score actors on 0 to 10. 7 means that it would be acceptable in any major motion picture. Your performance would be acceptable in any major motion picture, which means you could come in to the company. Below that, you can be cast in a very small role, but basically you're not going to get cast very much. If you're below 7, though, I kind of try and forget your previous submission. So when you submit again, it's not like I average them. When you submit again, I say, okay, that's a 7 performance. So she's now a CFA member. But if you do a performance in a film and you suck, and you're just terrible, so you drop down again, you're not going to get cast again until you get it up. So the actors have this sort of relationship where they can, at any time they want, send in another audition tape to try to get their score higher. I believe opportunity is typically submitted. But in any case, you still, if you want to act, you act. But every actor.
So how would I be able to send it?
You put it on YouTube and send me a link. You record it, but when you record it. But when you record yourself.
How many minutes?
2 to 3 minutes. To monologue. You want something that shows what you think is your talent. But make sure you stand far enough away from the phone. Put your phone on a stack of books if you don't have a tripod or something, so I can freaking see you. I'm tired of seeing people sending me clips like this. So I can see you and hear you and do your monologue. And you send it in, and usually within 48 hours, I will send you, myself or Sheila will send you a notice saying your score was. We used to have Coach to Camera as well, which was the acting program, but I don't have it anymore. Although I haven't figured out yet because I'm still thinking about too much stuff, and I'm in the middle of a movie, so not happening, but I am going to create a scenario for actors who I think deserve to be trained. I used to just say, look, I'll train anybody if you're here and you're committed. But I realized that committed from my standpoint and committed from this generation are not even close to the same thing. Okay, most actors today do not have the time to be actors. They do not have the time to train. They do not have. I teach what's called, well, the system I teach is called the surrender system, and it's something over the decades I have put together from all the programs I've been involved with.
Right.
But I know, for as true as I know my own name, that there's a foundation. There's a foundation to being successful, and it doesn't matter whether it's acting or anything else. If you don't have this foundation, you're not going to succeed. And if I don't see it in my actors, I don't keep them anymore, and I certainly wouldn't train them. And that is, number one, you have to have time. I call it the TBs, and I don't mean tuberculosis. Okay, it's an acronym for what it stands for. It stands for talent. It goes time, talent, tenacity, tools, business skills, and branding. If you don't have those things, you don't succeed. And I mean, in almost every single case. You might succeed for a while because you're somebody's lover, wife, boyfriend, whatever the scenario is that got you in for a brief period of time.
Right.
But as soon as your talent shows that you shouldn't be there, you're not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I really look at actors and I say, how much of the TBs do you have? And if you don't have enough of them, I don't want to train you, because it's a waste of time. And but I will be, I don't want to call it the TB core, but that's what I typically call it. I will be training actors again once this all calms down and I get the new system in place. I'll start training them again. It'll be different. We used to have, on any given night, on a Tuesday night, I could have anywhere from 18 to 50 people show up. I had to book 50 to get the 18. Because they don't show up. But every now and then, they all showed up.
Oh my God.
It was rare, and they usually didn't come back. They were usually...
Where do they usually go for shooting? Do they have to go
wherever the
to
director wants to shoot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this just is using my office, that's it.
Oh, okay.
For one shot.
Oh, okay.
Which will take 2 days, but who knows. But we should, I let them use the house to the extent that it's possible. I got a wife,
Right.
And I got grandchildren.
Kids?
Play. I don't know, my kids are all grown.
Oh.
I have four grown children and 6 grandchildren.
Oh, they don't live here anymore?
No, nobody lives here anymore. Although my grandchildren, they seem like they do, which my wife dearly loves. I love, but sometimes they gotta stay home. My grandchildren come over every time I tell them I'm shooting a movie because they want to see what's going on.
Right.
Now my grandchildren are getting old, and they got.
So your wife also works for you?
My wife was the administrator when she answers most of my emails. She was, like I said, she's radio broadcast, so she answers most of my emails, or the emails that come into the program.
Okay.
She manages administrative stuff, but she doesn't really participate in the day-to-day. She does ask.
What's her name?
Joy.
Joy.
She does. Her real name is Sasona, but nobody can pronounce it, so we use Joy. Sasona is a Hebrew name which means flower.
Oh.
But she's without her I'd be in trouble. But she's a big help. But in any case, so that's what goes on. So now I gotta get back to the shoot. So because I was on the interview, my computer must have confirmed this with you.
Yeah.
Without me knowing.
Okay. So that was actually.
I have to take the blame because computers don't do things that you don't tell them to. So I never buy this story from anybody. Oh, my computer did well.
Well, I'm just so glad you didn't throw me away.
No, I never treat people that way. But I'm glad you came in. I don't want to lose an opportunity. So basically, you either have to start this weekend or next weekend.
Okay.
That's the choices you have. So next weekend it'll be a training weekend, meaning we won't be shooting a film. We'll be training filmmakers. Okay.
Well, just like I said, I can start anytime.
Well, if you start tomorrow,
I can start tomorrow.
At 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what am I gonna be doing tomorrow then? I'll be here.
As soon as I have to talk to Dominique.
Okay, so I just have.
You might just be training.
Okay.
You might also just be training behind somebody, or we'll see.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because she's in charge of her own set.
Okay. So what time would that be?
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Everybody here owns the movie, so we don't even feed you. You feed yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay?
No problem.
But that I would not agree to that in any other form, except for that you own the freaking movie. Why would I pay to feed you when you own the movie?
Exactly. Yeah.
Occasionally, I put some stuff out, but for the most part, no.
Right.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you then. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. Mystica.
Thank you so much, then. I'm done with my film directing and filmmaking class. Actually, it was first it was an interview, one-on-one interview, and then so it wasn't a class yet. It was actually more of a one-on-one interview first to get to know about the program, about the class, and then I'm going to start tomorrow. So I'll come back here again. I am not allowed to take films because they're already filming somewhere else right there at the studio. So I cannot provide any other information or any other clips, video clips or whatever until I get to where we have to go filming later on. Maybe I can just sneak in with some videos later on to show you guys. Okay, all right. So in spite of being a director and also producer when I was in the Philippines before, so I thought I can also use that talent here in the US, and at the same time I'm still going to be doing some acting roles as well. So I just don't want to waste my time here anymore, because it's really very important for me to be productive and use my time with something else that is really very good for my how do you call this, for my time. Yeah, that's true, because why waste your time? We can use it in some other things that is really very beneficial to your time or beneficial to your talent or whatever kind of task that you wanted to do for your life. See, I just wanted to continue my showbiz career here in the United States, and at the same time I still wanted to continue my singing career as well. Oops. Yeah, I just wanted to continue my singing career as well, and that's the reason why I'm doing every possible way of getting some singing jobs or singing gigs with bands, with karaoke or whatever it takes me to get the job. So I'm going to update you guys for more later, okay? Going home, or maybe I'm just gonna go shopping again. But I'm never gonna ask for food again because I can afford anyway. I got the money. Tons of money. And I don't have to use credit cards because I use cash. Well, I got some credit cards too. Oh, correction, I don't use credit, I use debit. I'm here right now at Panda Express. I was just going around, roaming around after my filmmaking interview. So I'm going to start tomorrow morning filmmaking and directing, film directing. So I just passed by Panda Express. Alright, so it's time to eat for my lunch. I got some beef and chicken.
very cold.